Infinity Ward has shared early flyover footage of 4 multiplayer maps coming to Modern Warfare 4 at launch. These assets were also distributed to selected creators, giving the community its first real look at map layouts and environmental design. While most players are focusing on visuals and general atmosphere, there is actually a deeper layer here that is more interesting. Because with enough visual angles available, it is possible to reconstruct the basic structure of these maps and analyze how they are likely to play. It is important to note that these layouts are not exact blueprints. They are reconstructed interpretations based on limited camera angles, which means some areas may not be fully accurate. However, they are still useful for understanding lane structure, rotation paths, and general flow. So instead of focusing on visual accuracy, this analysis focuses on gameplay structure. Lotus appears to follow a loose 3-lane structure, but with a much more open and flexible design compared to traditional competitive maps. There is a central combat zone built around key landmarks such as the fishery building and surrounding streets, while both flanks allow multiple entry routes and flanking opportunities. One of the most important design elements is vertical access, especially around buildings like the fishery where players can move between floors. However, certain areas remain unclear, especially the right side of the map and some alley connections behind key structures. Overall, Lotus appears to be a medium-sized map with strong flow potential and a good balance between close and mid-range combat. Mumbai appears to be a more straightforward 3-lane map with a strong central structure. The middle area is dominated by a second-floor building that plays a major role in controlling map flow. One key feature is the train track system, which includes a dynamic train event that can potentially affect gameplay. There is also a market area on one side, and a drop-down canal section that creates vertical movement options. However, the central building may become a dominant power position depending on how access points are balanced. Overall, this map feels more predictable in structure, but may rely heavily on a few key control points. Silkworm takes place in a dense urban environment, and appears to feature multiple layered routes with vertical movement. The central street area serves as the main combat zone, while side areas include buildings like a convenience store and a PC cafe. There are multiple alleyways and back routes that connect different sections of the map, creating alternative flanking paths. One unclear area is the lower section of the map, which may contain additional pathways or hidden routes. Overall, Silkworm also follows a 3-lane structure, but with more organic and less symmetrical design. Rooftop is the least clearly defined map so far due to limited footage. However, it appears to be larger than initially expected, with multiple elevation changes in both indoor and outdoor areas. The map likely includes parkour-style movement and vertical traversal as a core gameplay element. Because of missing data, its full structure remains uncertain. Across all 4 maps, there is a consistent design philosophy. Modern Warfare 4 appears to be leaning toward a loose 3-lane structure, but with far more freedom in movement compared to traditional competitive maps. Instead of strict symmetry, these maps prioritize flow, flanking routes, and environmental interaction. Some players will appreciate this flexibility, while others may prefer more controlled competitive layouts. Ultimately, it comes down to personal preference. If you found this report helpful, consider supporting the channel with a like and subscribe for more gaming news and coverage. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next update here on Vertex Intel.
작전 개시, 요시 종료.